Oh, dearie, there's only just one way to do it, and that's just to do it. So, hey, good morning. It's after 11, but I made it here. Better late than never. It's your party artist, Kim Overholt, here at Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio. And I am your party artist. Yes, my name's Kim Overholt. I'm here at my studio, Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio. You want to know a little bit more about me? Check out my website. Oh, of course, my plant's in the way. KimOverholt.com. Yeah. I'm a .com. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, I decided I'd try that out and see what happened. Boy, what a mess. So, welcome to Cartooning Monday here at Overhold Art and Entertainment Studio, where I am here to help you learn a little bit about cartooning, get your head out of the screen and back into something completely different. Okay? Yeah, okay. So, yes, I'm going to show you a little bit about cartooning. If you've never done cartooning before, it is a lot of fun. I actually have a program on my computer that's called Animation Ish, and it's a good way to start if you're new for doing animation and just learning about drawing, that kind of thing. You can learn a lot about making movement and getting it started and just having fun with it. So the basics, like I show you every single time. Okay, let me get down this side. Let me show the basics like I do every single time. So, of course, we start off with the basics: the triangle, the circle, and the square are very basics. And we play around with those ideas and create things that we can create. Of course, there's the fourth image, which is like it can be random. It can have like straight lines, curves, round, every little bit of everything. And like I say, when I was younger, I used to just make something and then see what it turned into. I could make this into like a little strange looking dog. His little feet are like kind of underneath kind of thing. Covered by a blanket or something. Doggy in a blanket. There you go. It's a doggy in a blanket. I can keep drawing the little thing. His little tail is wagging somewhere in the back there, but he doesn't know that he's covered by a thing just yet. See, isn't that funny? Yeah, you can make whatever. You can just play with whatever ideas. And that's maybe what we should practice for today. Just doing like little stupid ideas. Stupid. Well, they're not stupid. They're good ideas because they're coming out of you. If they're stupid, they're coming out of me. Okay. Um, so let's say we take a shape. Say we'll take the triangle shape and we'll add like a little bit of a circle to it and add a square like there. See. Then what was that? What would that look like to you? Well, I mean, if I got rid of this and added something down here, and then did something like this. Oh, oops. Oops. Let me fix that. See, the good thing you have an eraser is because you can play with things and make it work. Oh. There we go. So kind of like that. Now it looks like a tomahawk. You can like do like that. Make it look like it's sharp. You add like a little. Erase that. She's a sharp tomahawk. Here she is. Make the wood make look like a wood handle here by adding like little circle shapes on it. And there you go. Now you've got something that looks like you could throw it. See, and it all just comes up with you just start drawing something randomly and it can turn into something. That's the fun about doing art is like things you can make random, it'll turn into something. So if I make like say I start making a straight line and then I kind of round it here and then I make like a curve going that way and go straight like that and kind of maybe copy it like that. Now we got some kind of shape. So now I can probably play with it a little bit and see what else we can come up with. Maybe like some kind of swirl inside there. And you can make it look across like this. Make it look like it's some kind of roll of some sort. There we go. And come across like that. And who knows? Kind of play with it, make it into something. That can be anything. What does that look like to you? Nothing. But you know what? You can make it to whatever you want it to be. All right, so that's fun. All right, and so when you're playing with your shapes, so like, and it's just like a triangle. You can take a triangle, you can make another triangle beside it. You put another triangle here, and build on something. You put a triangle that would be going down this way, and put another triangle like that. Put another triangle here, put a triangle there, another triangle there. And you can start just filling the whole page up with triangles, and then you start coloring. There's another idea. Just play around with it, get the idea, make a shape out of it. You can make even a giant. Make a triangle there. Two little triangles there. And there, you made a triangle of a triangle. So you can go like that, and then fill it all in, color it in. You can do all kinds of cool things with just different shapes and making it into something. And that's the fun about doing cartooning. And when you get good at doing that, that's when you start taking those shapes and making them into facial expressions, or you can take it in, take maybe like a round shape, and then take like a little bit of an angle, like a triangle shape there, and then round it down like that into like a almost like a circle, but it's a little bit squarish. And then like the ear is, it looks almost like an oblong, like an egg shape. And then you can take your hair, you can take the shape here, like a round, big little triangle shape. There we go. And of course, almost, you see. And keep in mind, there's the side of the head there, so something like that. And then you can draw in. It's just a matter of practice, knowing all where everything, how is everything laid out. And ta-da, you've got yourself a face. And you keep on drawing. You draw, you draw, you draw. Draw a lot of things. And then you can decide to, if you want to try a little bit of animation, which is like to try and make your character move and come up with all kinds of character ideas, storylines, that kind of thing. It's always fun to do. I love doing cartooning. It's always lots of fun. I treat everything as though it's like a shape of some sort. So you can even like make a shape that kind of looks like that.
That's how I used to make my little doggy.
Something cute, easy. You just play with it. You just come up with ideas. Practice.
All right, always lots of fun.
So cartooning Mondays, and like I say, cartooning is important because it not only like if you can't speak, how else are you supposed to communicate things? What if you couldn't spell? What if you couldn't spell your name? How would you get that across to somebody? Um, you would have to sing it, maybe. You would have to dance it or something. You could. The best way is to draw it out, so you can draw something that looks like me. I kind of look like this to myself. This is what I look like to me. My hair's up in a bun today, so there we go. I'll put myself up in a bun. There we go. These are my glasses. Side glasses. Yeah, there we go. There we go. My little portrait of myself. Does it look like me? Close enough. But you see, that's what the fun thing of doing is you can make it look like whatever you want it to. I used to make cartoons of my friends, and it was always made me laugh. I make fun of myself all the time, and I think it's fun, when you can make fun with other people too. Let me see. Give you something to kind of. If I showed you this, and and okay, you might not be able to tell who this is right away, but if I added. Uh, and maybe a little bit more like this. To have a better idea of who this might be. give you a bit of a better idea. Yeah, it's me. No, no, it's like a little caricature of Steve Ray Vaughan. There we go. And I say that, and you go like, oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're getting at. The hat, and like you're trying to make it with the long hair and the happy face, the smiling all the time he plays guitar. There we go. So like, being able to draw something like that is always lots of fun. So it's my picture of Steve Ray Vaughan, cartoony style. I make a whole bunch of people cartoon style. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. And it still breaks. Oh well, okay. You gotta try sometimes. You try making things work, and sometimes they don't. Okay, so let me try something else. I'll do another caricature for you because caricatures are fun. I'll do one that you know because you know that I like to do this one. So hold on a second. Dee dee dee. Uh-huh. Let me see if I can do a quick one. Okay, so it kind of looks like this. There we go. Get it to. Okay. He's all full of triangles. How's that sound? Let me find another one. Oh yeah. And then hold on. Something like that. Something like that. Over that way. There we go like that. See? And see? You can make everybody into caricatures. And using just triangle shapes. There you go. Triangles. All triangles. Isn't that cool? I know. I know. It's like, wow. I do it in my sleep. There we go. And drawing people are, like I say, it's always a lot of fun. You can make caricatures of people, and then you get really good. You start changing from doing one sort of shape to another sort of shape, where you can go from being like square, like triangles, to circles, and you have a little bit more uh, curves and stuff like that. It always makes it look nicer. You know what I mean? Curves help everything look nicer. Thank you. So it's good to have curves. It could represent all kinds of things to people. It could be hair. It could be leaves. It could be all kinds of different things. Flourishes. You can make all kinds of things with just curves too. So play around with all kinds of drawing ideas and see what works for you. I'm still stoked about doing my comic boot camp, but that's only like I do it for myself. If you want me to do it here live, I can probably show you a few things. But I don't hear any feedback of like what I need. So and you know what, I was here for Feedback Friday. I did live, but you know what? When I saw it afterwards, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't like the way I looked that day. I had things in the corner of my mouth. I'm like, oh my gosh, nobody tells me I got stuff in the corner of my mouth, So I'm like, oh. Okay, here I go. All right, I can talk to you guys now. Hey, but yeah, I'll make sure I won't delete this one. But I played a nice song, and then I looked at myself after and went, oh my god, I got like white stuff hanging out the corner. Don't you hate when you're talking to somebody and nobody tells you you got white stuff hanging out the corner of your mouth because you're excited and you're thirsty at the same time and you want to like talk to people, but all of a sudden you're like, it just happens. Yeah, it happens. So, anyways, yeah. So this is a little bit about a little practice. Practice always drawing. Anything you do will always make it better. And I'll add some colors for you today too. I got a little bit of orange, so let me make an orange for you. Let me make an orange for you. It's the least that I can do. Do you like oranges? I love oranges. Orange is my favorite color too. Overholt orange. Anything with O is my favorite. Oh, oh, oh. Kimmy, Kimmy. Okay, dark blue. I'm gonna go a certain bit here. It's like a shadow. Oh, good. I'll take some of the light blue. Light blue. We're gonna go back over a little bit more. It's a little bit later. Okay, see? And then we take like our finger, because we can use that, and make it look like a light source coming from that direction, making it look like there's a light hitting that, and making it look kind of 3D-ish. It's a 3D orange for you. 3D orange. Now, if I really wanted to add a little bit more shadow, I could take a little bit of the red here and add it to the dark here of the. Because you don't want to add black, but you want to kind of darken the one side. So I'm just adding little dots of red in there to darken that one side, make it a little bit more roundy. You know what I'm saying? There we go. How's that for 3D delicious? 3D delicious. I love 3D. Playing around with colors actually does help a lot too. So once you get good at drawing, you know, try different colors. Try picking up colored pencils and giving that a shot. Like I say, you can play with this like this way if you wanted to. Or, there's so many different things that you can do. Oh my gosh, people, being an artist, you have so many doors open to you. It's amazing, incredible. It flourishes with your mind as much as you want to put into it or put out of it or get from it. This is what it is. It is what it is. There we go. You can come it back in but if you want to. Nice. Look at that. Almost looks real, like you reach in and grab it. Well, maybe not, but you gotta play, and it's important to play. When you get older, sometimes you forget that main thing is just having a good time with what you're doing. If you aren't having a good time with what you're doing, why are you doing it? Why wouldn't you want to do something that would make you feel better about yourself rather than coming to something and going every day and then going, why am I doing this to myself? Why do I keep torturing myself this way? I ask myself all the time, why do I keep torturing myself this way? But you know what? I don't know. Some people have that something that makes them want to do that. I don't know. But I love having fun with you guys, and I appreciate you being here. And of course, KimOverholt.com if you want me to come and help you without anything. If you are in the Niagara area and you need to know a little bit more about any kind of art or stuff like that, yeah, I know everybody's a genius. Everybody knows how to do stuff except for me. So yeah, don't talk to me. I don't know. Yeah, don't, yeah, it's not like I don't know anything and I haven't been here for a while. It's like, hey, well, if you want to, I'm here. It's really important, if you want to go forward and take courses in art, sometimes you got to start with the basics, and I'm just here to hold your hand and guide you through and make it a little bit easier. That's all I'm trying to do. That and like it become like a real pain in Brad Pitt's bottom. Because with all of the imposters, like Jean will tell you, my friend Jean, which I will, we two have to get together and do a little thing. But as she would tell you, it kind of gets to you after a while, and well, I take it all in stride, and I appreciate it. So, well, what can you do? When you start drawing them, that's what happens. Sometimes you end up getting bombarded. I have to tell you, there is a story. I have a story to tell you before you go. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of a story. I was thinking about it today because I was, it's something like the beginning of a new month, and of course April 1st, and being foolish, and God knows when you're in love, you do some foolish things. Looking at it, thinking about it just gives me a pimple. Yeah. So yeah, back when I was younger and fresh out of college, I was thinking about the first thing that really, really excited me about life, I think, because I'd gone back home from being in college and I was taking classical animation and I was feeling really down because I had run out of money. Um, I was trying to find my way again, stumbling through this life, and I was feeling really bad about myself. I think back when I was that age, and thinking, okay, now what do I do? Uh, because maybe I could get in with like some kind of graphics places here in St. Catharines. Of course, everybody has their own little cliques, and when you're not in a clique, you don't get invited. I'm not part of the party, so I didn't get invited, and I guess that's what part of the thing was. But yeah, I was hoping when I came back home that maybe I would find something that would really maybe get me started on my art career. But doing what? Doing what? Just selling art and selling my art as what it is. Finger paintings. I really have a thing for finger paintings, and it got really good for a while there. And But yeah. Neither here nor there. Getting out of college, I really had no experience at life or anything, and then, that one song by Heart. I found myself a magic man, and there was a magic man involved for sure, and it really kind of was one of those things where uh, I went back trying to find it again later on in life, and I found I found something completely different, but it really changed my life, and I'm so grateful for it. And sometimes when you think you have to go searching for everything to be right, you sometimes find it along the way, things that end up being right for you. And I think that's what the whole thing of doing what I do now is, just trying to find what feels right for me. And yeah, finding that one person that really gets you excited about life, and the experience of life. And when you find that person, it really just changes your life altogether. And that's what I think this whole doing art and uh, doing what I do makes me feel better about the path that my life has taken. And I'm hoping, beyond hope, that maybe one day, I mean, I'm now like, it's like, where'd my 30s go? I'm in my 50s, and I'm like, maybe one day that social class that I've been trying my darnest to get into will one day accept me for being the artist that I am, and maybe be part of something bigger and better. I'm always trying to better myself, and I'm always making my way through this life to try and be better for everybody. This is the struggles of an artist, and trying to get back to that one part of your life where you felt all of a sudden very good about yourself, feeling very good about who you were, and being an adult, and being fine with what you had in this world. And sometimes you have it for a while, and sometimes you lose it, and sometimes you try to get it back, and sometimes you find something completely different. It's the journey. It's the journey to the experience of life, I guess. Yeah, and that's what we're all kind of stuck in the middle of at the moment. Things get kind of harrowing and kind of maybe crazy at times, but eventually we come back to our own. I guess that's what it comes down to. And I hope maybe one day, who knows? I hope things change, and I hope that no, anyways, neither here nor there. And it's already half an hour, and I've spent some wonderful time with you. And I hope you enjoyed doing a little bit of art with me here with my. Is my no. So I can't bombard you with any kind of plink a plink. So I won't bombard you with any kind of music, but I will say that I am appreciative of you, and I hope you have a fantastic day. And thank you for tuning in one more time to Kimmy's um, Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio. And I will be here tomorrow for Magic Tuesday, Miss tomorrow's Magic Tuesday, and I will give you a little bit of magic and a little bit more insight into being the artist in the Niagara area. And like I say, sometimes you find more than you bargain for. Put it that way. And as my mom used to say, piece of brother with a little bit added. And I hope you have a great old day. And I keep trying. I keep trying to be the better that I can.